Well, it is so nice to have you shopping with us. My name is Marlo, and I'm your host. And we have an exciting hour of coins. We're going to be joined in a matter of moments via Skype by our coin expert. He is actually a numismatist. So if you're in those fancy circles and you're like, hey, by any chance, do you know what a numismatist is? It's actually a coin expert. And joining us not via Skype, but via phone is our expert, Mike Mezak. Hi, Mike. How are you doing?
How you doing? You know what they say, I got a face for radio, so I'm going to go ahead and call in.
You're actually really handsome, so that's actually not true, but it's really nice to hear your voice. How you doing?
Great to be here. We got a really good show tonight. Not many items. We only have 5 items, because we're going to spend some time on each one.
Okay.
Some really cool stuff.
Well,
So,
let's get started, Mike. Let's dive right in. What do we have first?
Well, last year, the United States Mint, and the United States Mint really upped its game last year, starting in 2019. And one of the things that they did is they did these special add-in coins for the proof set, the silver proof set, and the mint set. And they started with West Point minted Lincoln cents, and they were one of the most popular coins that the United States Mint ever put out. And you couldn't buy them; you had to buy the proof set or whatever to get those. Well, this coin right here, they decided to do it again this year, but they did it with nickels. These are West Point minted Jefferson nickels that they have never done before. The only way to get these coins is to be able to buy, in the instance of the West Point minted, this one right here, the reverse proof, you have to buy the silver proof set. Well, the silver proof set, the only way to get this with shipping and handling, if it's in stock from the United States Mint, it's been out of stock, it's been so popular, it's going to cost you over $70. So to be able to get the coin that is kind of the real key coin in the set, which is the West Point minted reverse proof Jefferson nickel, the first time they've ever done a West Point mint, and then with the special reverse proof finish, it's an amazing opportunity. And the thing is with this is with the reverse proof 70s bringing $199 to $299 because they're very difficult to get, to be able to get the RP69 at only $59.95 is fairly exceptional. And the fact is with our first day of issue of only 1,304, a significant quantity of which has already been sold and is 100% exclusive from us here at HSN.
Well, I'm going to invite everybody to order. This is easy to place an order with us on our coins. Mike, I don't know if you heard me, but today is actually the final day at HSN where we're extending the 90 days. So.
Oh, really? I did not hear that. So this is an excellent opportunity to do that. Of course, nobody really returns coins. I mean, you don't return money, but you're welcome to if you want.
Yeah. I just thought I'd share that with someone because if you are new to shopping with us, that this is an opportunity for you to be able to get this at home. We're offering it on FlexPay, and you can certainly call and take advantage of the special values here. So 721715 is the item number. Hey, Mike, should I turn anything over here? Just kind of show everybody?
No, we have both sides of it right there with this particular one. There's a little package behind the coin. If you could show them that. Here's one of the things that makes this difficult. Behind the coin stand there's a little tiny cardboard package. And what that is that's the way it came from the United States Mint. That's why it's so difficult for it to get in any grade, 70, 69, 68, 67, because it's just a little cardboard thing, and inside that should be, I think, a little piece of plastic with a nickel in it. And so the United States Mint, this incredibly special coin that the United States government puts out, that's how they send it to you. I mean, it's kind of absurd, and that's why it's difficult to get. We have first day of issue. It sold out on the very first day. The silver proof set was the only way to get that. And as you look at that package, you can see it's extraordinarily difficult to get that in any grade whatsoever.
Of course.
I mean, how much protection does that little plastic bag and the little cardboard, the little envelope present for that? Because this is not the coin. Do not confuse it with the regular nickel that's actually in the proof set. Okay, that's an S-minted nickel. This is West Point mint, and it's reverse proof. The other nickel is just a regular nickel. This is a reverse proof nickel that you see right there. It is graded RP, or reverse proof 69, that you're going to see right there. Limited edition, first day of issue, 1,304, 100% exclusive to us here at HSN, and that is such an incredible opportunity. Remember that 1,304, that is the limited edition forever. It's not just for this show or this visit or whatever. Once this first day of issue sells out, that's it. We are done, gone, and over, and we will never be able to bring back that first day of issue with this anytime, anyway, any place.
So a great time to hop in there if you'd like to order. We've mentioned how limited these coins are, I think, which is something that you should note. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. We just heard kind of a funny buzzing sound there.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I think it just shows that our show is live, and of course, we want to definitely welcome everyone to call. 721-715 is the item number on this one, and I know that we're going to be wrapping this up shortly. You mentioned going on to our website at hsn.com, and I always love that you shop with us live, but I do want to mention to everyone, if you are looking for something specific, that you're more than welcome to shop on hsn.com, where you can find our entire collection. Hey, Mike, we're moving on.
Fantastic. To one of the next coin that we have, I think, is one of the most incredible coins that has ever been, in essence, made by the United States Mint, but to some degree it wasn't. It was a special thing that just kind of came out of nowhere, is ultimately what it comes down to. This is our emergency production American Silver Eagle. I had this one other time before. We sold it out in the quantity. I have only this quantity remaining that you see right here. I had the NGC, we sold it out one time. I have one additional thing for this. I think what we want to focus on, if you can, there's a little letter behind the coin. And that letter is critically important. What has happened here is that silver, because of some vagaries in the marketplace, has been, I think, incredibly cheap. And so because of that, demand for the American Silver Eagle has been absolutely unlike anything we have. Now add in, the United States Mint announced in late 2019 that this will be the final year of the American Silver Eagle. And so they're literally 5 or 10 or 15 or 20 million coins behind in production. Well, because of kind of current events out there in the world, the United States Mint, San Francisco Mint, was shut down for 6 weeks, and they had to shut down the West Point Mint. And here's this letter, and I want to read just part of it. And it just said, this is a letter from the Department of the Treasury. In light of the ongoing coronavirus pandemic, the United States Mint has temporarily reduced production in its facilities in order to reduce the risk of employee exposure to COVID. Now, I'm going to skip down. Typically, American Silver Eagle bullion coins are minted at the Mint's West Point facility. However, due to the reduced production at the West Point facility, because of the coronavirus pandemic, from April 8th till the 20th, see, they shut the Mint down. They basically, because they're so far behind, asked the Philadelphia Mint on an emergency basis. What's why this is called emergency production. As you can see, they made 240,000 coins. Now understand, they may make as many as 100 million American Silver Eagles this year, so 240,000 coins is basically nothing. They then identify how you can tell the boxes with the box tracking information. By the way, you will get that letter with your coin. Okay, we're going to give you a copy of the letter with the coin, so you don't have any problems with that. So then what happens is you have to take those boxes, and those have to go to the grading company. And then the grading company determines the grade of that coin from basically 60 to 70, with 70 being absolutely perfect. Now, there's a second part of the letter down there where it says that the boxes are individually packaged by hand. That's not good for coins. Anytime you put your hands on them, all of a sudden, getting the high grade, the Mint State 70 that you see here, becomes absolutely incredible. We've had boxes of 500, and the only way to get these is certified, because the entire sealed box with the specified serial numbers that you see there, there's only 480 boxes that were ever made by the United States government. The entire box has to go. We've had in boxes of 500 where we had less than 50 coins that came out Mint State 70. So here's the issue with this at $299. As best I can tell, basically all the 240,000 coins have not only been identified, but they have all already been to the grading company. None of these boxes are, in essence, are available in the marketplace. If they are, they're bringing huge, monstrous premiums to their original monstrous premium. These are in essence a regular Silver Eagle, but they were struck at Philadelphia. Now, they don't have a Philadelphia Mint mark, but the United States Mint identified the boxes, so by certification, we can determine that these coins were struck at Philadelphia. And these are this tiny, itty-bitty production of a year of the American Silver Eagle, which is phenomenal. Remember, this is the final year of this design of the American Silver Eagle. The United States Mint has determined that they are changing the design for next year. You have to understand how important just that is. To date, the 2020 Silver Eagle has been our best-selling Silver Eagle, and it's not even close. And the biggest reason for that is the design change. The design change that the American Silver Eagle is going through, because they're changing the design next year. Look, when President Ronald Reagan signed the Liberty Coin Act in 1985, and they started making it in 1986, this is the way that it looked. This is the final year that it will look this way. Now, we have got these NGCs. You see where it says silver there, that little silver dollar label? That is exclusive to me and my company. All right? So that's how you can get this. We held the price at $299. This is our final. I think we have about 250 coins or so. We had 250 coins last time. This is my final available coins. There's no more boxes. Anything now is available only in the secondary market, and this has been one of the most incredibly collectible coins in the most collectible year of the American Silver Eagle. So you have maybe, 80 million coins, of which 240,000, this tiny sliver of the most collectible year. You've got this tiny little microcosm that is emblematic, of course, of 2020 with the coronavirus pandemic, as pointed out by the United States Treasury. And all that together has made this the most collectible coin of 2020. This is our original price. We're doing our best. These are my final quantities on the NGC at $299.
Well, of course, if you'd like to order, limited quantities are available. Your item number is 721-898. We welcome you in to shop and place your order on this one. I think it's so unique that you actually get a letter from the Department of Treasury with this official letter that talks about the current time. So in a way, this is a momentous kind of piece that goes along with it. I think that's part of why those of us that are coin collectors love collecting them. Part of it is history, particularly, especially with this one. There's an intrinsic value that goes along with it. So there's a lot to this offer. And I think that's why it's been so well received here at HSN.
Yeah, and like I said, I think it was when we debuted this 2 weeks ago, I think it was like the fastest selling coin or the best selling coin in the history of HSN.
Wow.
It was absolutely incredible. I was so pleased to be able to get a few additional coins. And this, by the way, the NGC coin, I don't believe is being aired in the primetime show tonight. This is the only airing on the day is the Mint State 70 that you see right here in terms of the NGC. This is the only NGC Mint State 70 airing of the day is going to be right here. Because remember, you have to understand what's going on with the 2020 American Silver Eagle by itself. The fact is the American Silver Eagle is changing in 2020. So in other words, this is the last year. Next year, they're changing the reverse design. You have to understand, the United States Mint is loath to change the design of American coins. This would be the first design change in the American Silver Eagle since 1986. So basically, what's that, 35 years plus, the United States Mint has simply not changed the American Silver Eagle. The Kennedy half dollar has never changed in my lifetime. And as a matter of fact, when I say this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, the United States Mint, by law, can't change the design again for 25 years. Well, in 25 years, I'm not going to be here at HSN selling coins. I really would like that, but I think those days that ship would have sailed for me, as I'm oldish as it is. And so this coin is so phenomenally unique from that standpoint. The fact that they are not going to, this is the very last year, and then within that, you've got this tiny little the United States Mint has never shut down the West Point Mint before. It has always produced coins. It is so far behind. In the wholesale market, there are no regular 2020 American Silver Eagles. Of course, the Philadelphia emergency production coins that you see here, they sold out from the authorized purchasers because the Mint does not sell these directly to the public. Sold out from the authorized purchasers in a single day. There was an allocation standpoint, and then they went into the secondary market. And then, of course, you have silver moving up at a fairly substantial rate. Silver's up about 25% since they released this coin to start with. But it's such a unique look at a unique year of the American Silver Eagle. Like I said, they're changing the design in 2021, so the 2020 coin becomes incredibly collectible in its own right.
Yes.
And then you have this tiny, like I said, this tiny little sliver of collectability. 240,000 coins is basically nothing.
And I personally kind of like the idea that this is tied back to the current moment, which is obviously going to be so historical. So you've got a mint state 70, so it's in perfect condition. I understand our producer of our show is Rick. He's saying this is very popular. If you'd like to own it.
Last time I was able to restock, I was able to get one additional quantity in essence of these. Then I'm in the secondary market and I'm paying almost this. So you could see $3.99, $4.99. I mean, I don't even know the prices that you could see on this for Mint State 70. It could be absolutely crazy because these coins are just in phenomenal demand right now.
Yeah, I was going to say that they're probably in high demand. So with that said, because our prices on our coins do change, you want to hop in there. Reserve yours tonight. It's as easy as using any major credit card, debit card, or PayPal, under $100 to reserve this one, 90 days to make a final decision. But if you want in, don't wait. The letter does come with it, which I think is really neat. The coins themselves, I'm gonna put the letter down just for a moment, just to kind of show everybody here. Really, you talked about the silver here on the outside being exclusive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you look at the label of the coin, where it says silver on the label of the coin, and then with the design of the American Silver Eagle, that particular label is exclusive to my company that you see right there, where it says silver on the coin with that silver dollar image on it right there. So that's exclusive to us. Now, in terms of it being a historic coin, I do want to point something else. For a regular production American Silver Eagle, in terms of a mint state Silver Eagle, it's the second rarest Silver Eagle ever made by the United States government. The only coin rarer than this, and it's not that much rarer, it's a little bit rarer, was also an emergency, it wasn't really emergency production. The Philadelphia Mint just happened to make a few Silver Eagles in 2015. They made about half this number, a third of this number. But that coin in 70 is not $2.99. That coin in an NGC 70 is about $4,000 or $5,000. Yeah, $4,000 or $5,000. Then the next rarest one is this one. And then the next rarest one after that, in terms of regular issue coins, is the 1996, which in Mint State 70 is also about a $4,000 or $5,000 coin. So as you look at rarity, you're looking at, when you look at this, you're looking at $4,000 or $5,000, $299, and then $4,000 or $5,000. So then I think you also begin to understand the rarity, the collectability, the desirability of these particular coins with it being emergency production. Now, that mint letter that you see behind that was the result of a Freedom of Information Act request. You will get a copy of that letter with your coin. so that you can read that and have that and really understand kind of what goes on and what goes into making this particular coin from the United States Mint. The fact that they did have to shut down the West Point Mint for about 12 days in April. And that's what created this coin. And the United States Mint said, look, we have the box numbers 400,000 through 400,479. So you can see there's 480 because that's inclusive. So there's 480 boxes of these coins. And what happened is since we knew this was going to be maybe the collectible of the year, possibility that this is the collectible of the year, the United States Mint is doing incredible things this year. This wasn't an announced production. This collectible just kind of happened at the Philadelphia Mint. And so because of that, this coin has become so far, and the United States Mint, because they basically stopped producing coins. At the end of the day, they're just coming back online with very limited production schedules. They're months and months and months behind on just making regular American Silver Eagles, which are bringing unprecedented premiums in the marketplace because they're changing the design for next year. Remember that for the first time in the history of the American Silver Eagle, they're changing the design. This is the last coin in the series. The legacy coin. It's a transition coin. Call it what you will. It's a very, very, very important coin. Now, within this incredibly important coin, perhaps the most important coin year of production in the entire series, you now have got this little sliver of the production. You know, not even 1 million coins. I mean, 1%, well less than half of 1% of all the coins will be these special Philadelphia coins. And because, as according to the letter, they were hand packed and the things were handwritten on the thing itself. Because of that, grade is incredibly difficult. As best we can tell, in Mint State 70, we're anticipating of the 240,000 coins, it'll certainly be less than 100,000 of these coins will be Mint State 70, which will make it phenomenally rare, incredibly desirable, and a coin that must go into every collection. And I have to point out that I've got these right here in our exclusive NGC label at my original issue price. This was the price we came out originally. Even as the market is getting more and more heated up for this particular coin, at this point, we are holding our price. At this point, we're able to hold our price.
Well, it's very exciting to see the response that we're getting on this. If you'd like to order, don't wait on this one. We're more than happy to send this to you. We've got a jam-packed show. It's really interesting because I know the Silver Eagle coins, because of what's happening in the change of next year, have been really popular. This year alone, I know at the start of the year, we broke all sorts of records here at HSN. And this coin continues to have the greatest excitement around it, any of the Silver Eagle coins, but this one especially has a unique place.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And remember, this is my only airing of the day of the NGC because the quantities are so phenomenally limited. I do not have this coin in the primetime show tonight. We'll have some emergency production coins, our final quantities from all the grading services. And like I said, so it made 240,000 coins. We aggressively went out and spent 7 figures on purchasing these boxes that are in the marketplace. And I would anticipate that at the end of the day, we were responsible for owning, I probably owned 20% of the entire production of this coin. And even with that, I'm down to my final quantity.
Wow.
Even though we bought tens and tens and tens and tens of thousands of coins, spent literally millions of dollars to put this together to be able to have these, because we had our Annex edition. We had our Annex edition of 1,300 coins. First day of issue, our exclusive label, those are gone. Those are sold out. Our Annex first day issue is completely and totally sold out. Okay? I mean, that's how crazy this is. I had some NGC coins. The first time I aired them, I sold them, and I was able to get a few additional coins, which is what do you see here, which is why I have only the airing here. This is the only airing on the day that you see right here with these particular coins at $299. I have a few PCGSs tonight with a spectacular PCGS holder that we will see tonight in the primetime show as well. So like I said, Annex first day of issue completely sold out already. Final quantities, as you can see here, 229 pieces is all that I have left in this particular coin. This is the coin of the year in the highest grade, absolutely perfect, Mint State 70, which I think is a spectacular opportunity.
Well, if you'd like to order, we're going to go a little bit beyond the clock. And I love how you really laid it out for us very clearly. Obviously, there are other collectible coins where you can pay in the thousands. And so I love that this is such an affordable way to be a part of this exciting moment. If you'd like to order, don't forget we accept every major credit card. We have been selling coins here at HSN over 20 years. Over 20 years. So this is an opportunity for you to be able to shop here where you know that we're going to be in business, that you've got the latitude of 90 days. And of course, you can pay $100 plus shipping and tax, interest-free over the next couple of months and get this at home. But I would take action. Although 200 coins seems like a lot, remember we are in homes all across the nation. We're in over 100 million homes. And so people will shop with us even after the show and even online. And there is a good chance that when Mike is here later on in the day, that there will be very few of these. And there have been occasions where the coins are completely gone. So now's the time to act if you'd like to have it. And of course, we're getting a really great response on this tonight. And no surprise to you, Mike, as you talked about the first quantity of this sold out quickly in the first show. You were able just to get a few in. And this is, of course, has had a really strong response to it.
Absolutely. Like I said, the Annex first day of issue, which is exclusive, just like this coin's exclusive to us with this silver, it's exclusive to me. That you see right here, we sold 1,300 Annex. I mean, I'm ending up, my total population that I'm going to have on this coin is more like 700. So
oh my goodness.
It's twice as rare with this label than the Annex first day of issue.
far rarer.
Yeah,
all right.
Absolutely.
Well, I definitely hope that many of you are placing your orders on this one. I would definitely add this to your collection. I mean, there's no greater excitement than around the Silver Eagle coins, and with the story connected to this one, and of course with the limited quantities, it really does give you. Now you can see after this show, my goodness, there are now only 206 left. So what will happen, because we're about 1:30 a.m. on the East Coast, what will happen is all hour long, people will continue to buy, and we get our strongest responses to our coins right after the show. So when you see,
exactly.
Yeah, so when you see 200, I don't want to rush you, but I just want to let you know that there is a good chance that this may be one of the final times to be able to place an order. Rick, you want to repeat that for me, please? Okay. I want to give you a quick opportunity. If you'd like to have the 2020 Mint State 70 Emergency Silver Eagle dollar coin, stay on the phone lines. We will remind you of this throughout the hour. Take action if you'd like to get this at home. But we do have our very own proprietary HSN card. And if you're interested in applying for it, it's easy. I understand most people who apply are approved. So if you'd like to apply, you can go online to our website, hsn.com, or you can call our toll-free 800 number, and we always have extra incentives like extra flex pay. We're coming back with more coins right after this. Stay close.
I found it in Peru, China, Morocco, an amethyst mine in the middle of nowhere. Every day's a new adventure. We go right to the mines. You can actually show people, okay, this is how it all starts. And every rough material you get is like opening a Christmas present. You're able to sculpt it, make it into something that's really unique, very special, very limited. And I think that that's what people love. They know the history of it.
Get the best deals on the things you love with the HSN card. As an HSN card VIP, you'll get all kinds of perks, like 12-month VIP financing on select items, plus extra flex on beauty, jewelry, shoe, and fashion purchases all day, every day. And at least 8 VIP savings events a year. Includes fraud protection, and there's no annual fee. Apply now and instantly get $10 off when you're approved. Call 1-800-695-1418 or visit hsn.com/HSN card.
It's all of our responsibility to slow the spread of the coronavirus. So follow guidance from authorities where you live and stay home unless absolutely necessary. You can still use your outdoor spaces like yards and decks. It's also okay to go for a walk or exercise outside. Wear a cloth face covering, stay at least 6 feet away from other people, try not to touch any surfaces, and wash your hands for at least 20 seconds as often as possible. Visit coronavirus.gov for the latest information.
We love our gemstones to be beautiful, colorful, and durable. That's why we give some of them a little more love. Enhancements may require special care and may not be permanent, while others may last a lifetime. For more information, visit hsn.com and search gemstone to see our gemstone enhancement chart.
Well, it's so good to have you shopping with us. My name is Marlo. Thank you so much for being here. We love it when you're here. We're featuring for you an hour of Coin Collector. We have such an extraordinary assortment of coins, and believe it or not, you're probably a coin collector. If you've ever traveled to a different country and you brought back any type of currency, then that makes you a coin collector. We have the expert. His name is Mike Mezak. He's joining us by phone. He's our resident numismatist. Mike, are you there?
I am.
Well, we're glad. We're going to continue to motor on. So we're halfway through this 1 hour show. We're going to continue to move forward. And Mike, let's dive into the next buy in coin.
Well, this is the emergency production Silver Eagle, and if you noticed in the last coin we had the green box. I like to show that again.
Okay.
It stands for this as well, and the letter as well.
Okay.
This also has the Treasury letter. So we have that same thing. So we have the last year of the American Silver Eagle, 2020. We've got these coins that were made at Philadelphia, these special 240,000 coins. And what I did is this NGC, so we have NGC early release flag cord that you see right here. Now, this is in Mint State 69, so it's struck at the Philadelphia Mint, that emergency production. All is outlined in that Treasury letter, which we'll show and explain to you. But this is something, I don't often do this, but to some degree I almost regret this. I got to be honest with you, sorry. Because we had set this up. We had set this up to do this special sales price about 10 days ago when we announced this. We saved this coin for today, to launch today. And so when we did this, we were able to bring it in at this $79.95.
Wow.
And here's why I regret this, is the price on these has gone up kind of so dramatically that $79.95 is just, in all honesty, and I know it, I don't want to sound cheesy, but it's just too cheap. It is ultimately what it comes down to. So here's this emergency production Silver Eagle. And the 70s are very difficult. Like I said, they were $299. But if you want to mark, kind of this time, this place, this year, this 2020, with this special Silver Eagle, the fact that the United States Mint is stopping the production of the American Silver Eagle with this design, going into 2021, this is the coin to do with, and with our special flag core. The core is the plastic piece that holds the coin in the certified holder. That flag that you see there is exclusive to me. I'm the only one that can sell that on the planet.
Yeah, I love that flag core.
Isn't that fantastic?
Yes.
So beautiful. And you can still see emergency production. It's an early release, and it's Mint State 69. I could have sold, I have a couple thousand of these. I saved it for today. I could have sold every single solitary one of them for $99.95. That I guarantee, given how hot they are in the marketplace.
Well, if you'd like to...
$79.95 is ridiculous.
I know. And my producer is saying we're busy. So if you...
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So, Mike, let me be very clear, make sure I understand. Does the letter also come with this offer?
Sure. Of course.
Well, that's
Any of
cool.
these emergency production Eagles that we are sending out with the letter.
Okay, that's cool.
It's just so explanatory. It tells you exactly what it's about.
But I really love that the letter comes with it, because 15 years from now, 20 years from now, it tells the story about how this came to be. So I feel like part of it is kind of part of history that we get to market there. You can get this coin at under $30 by ordering tonight because it's offered on FlexPay. Remember, with FlexPay, we ship the coin to you right away, immediately. You get it shipped right away, and you get to pay 3 equal installments of the $26.65. So if you'd like to own it, let us know. We're not limiting you to how many you can buy. It's very rare occasions where we feel like the price is too cheap, but you kind of never know what will happen down the road, right, Mike?
Yeah, and I want to spend a second. I want to read a little bit of the letter. I know people can probably read themselves, but I want to kind of point out the important parts of this. Like I said, the letter comes with it. And so it's from the United States Department of the Treasury. It was produced by a Freedom of Information Act request. And someone said, did you make Silver Eagles at the Philadelphia Mint? They said, yes, we did. And here's what we did and how we did it. In the light of the ongoing coronavirus pandemic, the United States Mint has temporarily reduced production in its facilities in order to reduce the risk of employee exposure to COVID-19. The health and safety of the Mint workforce remains our highest priority. Typically, the American Silver Eagle bullion coins are minted at the Mint's West Point facility. However, due to the reduced production at the West Point Mint facility, it was closed down. From April 8th till the 20th, they produced 240,000 coins at Philadelphia. These 2020 coins were minted in Philadelphia, were all packaged manually, which makes them very, very difficult to get high grades, and they were shipped in monster boxes. And that's what that green box is behind the coin. That's how they were shipped. And then there's a number that's on the coin. Now, the box behind there isn't one of those numbers because those all went to the grading company because they're worth so much more. But those were box number 400,000 through 400,479 so that they could track those boxes. And the only way to get one of these coins is you had to buy the entire box that was still sealed from the mint with the correct serial numbers on it, and then they were opened at the grading company, and all of the coins were certified. And so that's what the box looks like. Now, obviously, that one's not full because that would be 500 ounces is what that would be, so 30-something pounds. And that number, you can see right there, I wrote a number up there. That's not one of the actual boxes. That's 400,261. Okay, and that's one of the boxes that you see with that right there that would be designated. Now, there was a tracking number inside the box when they opened it up as well. There was another handwritten label on it. So that's how you identify the boxes, and they had to be sealed. So then the grading company makes them. And then what I have right here is those Mint State 69s in the exclusive flag core for basically the same exact price. This is basically what I sell Mint State 69 American Silver Eagles for. You know, in flag core, anytime, any year, anything. I sell them for $79.95. So what I was able to do with this is to give you the emergency production coin with the letter from the United States Mint in its final year of issue for basically the same exact price. And that's what I mean when I say it's really, I should have sold them at $99, but we planned on this right out of the chute. We bought tens of thousands of coins. I had a decent quantity of these. Like I said, quite honestly, I could, in essence, wholesale these coins for significantly more than what I'm selling them at HSN for now. I mean, significantly more. But, you know, a deal's a deal. We committed this. We committed several thousand coins. This is the debut of this. They are phenomenally popular. I suggest HSN.com. They will be aired in the primetime show tonight for a significant portion. I'm assuming, even though we have a nice quantity, that these will sell out tonight.
Oh, wow.
And the reason behind that is they're so incredibly affordable for what is a truly, truly, truly historic coin.
So I want you to go back, and I know that you told the story in the previous offer, but because we get new customers watching that watch all the time and tune in all the time, I want you to share the story of the significance of the Silver Eagle coin as it relates to this year and next year.
Well, the United States Mint, in last year, November of 2019, announced, hey, this is the final year of issue for the American Silver Eagle with this design on it. That's a huge deal. It's the first time they've ever changed the Silver Eagle. So this, just the regular 2020 Silver Eagle, has been by far and away our most popular selling American Silver Eagle. It is historic. It's a legacy coin. It's a transition coin. The United States government simply doesn't change the American Silver Eagle. and they're changing it for next year. So just any American Silver Eagle is tremendously collectible from 2020. Now you put in, they're going to make 80 or 90 or 100 million coins, and they're so incredibly collectible. Only 240,000 of them will have the emergency production struck at the Philadelphia Mint instead of the West Point Mint, struck at the Philadelphia Mint designation. This is one of those coins. In Flag Corps, the regular NGC Flag Corps American Silver Eagles, I would charge $79.95 and mint state $69. You are getting the emergency production part of this at what amounts to literally no additional cost. That's why I'm so excited about the incredible sale price of only $79.95.
Well, it looks like we've got a lot of you that are choosing this one. I want to say thank you and congratulations. If you're on the phone lines for it, stay there. We'd love to get this to you. Remember what Mike mentioned. He does have a show later on tonight in prime time, and he does expect a full sellout. With that, I urge you to shop and to place your orders. Thank you very much, but we want to go back and remind you of the most popular coin in the show so far, and there are 160 remaining. I thought 60, my goodness, you guys have been shopping. If you'd like to own it, 721-898. Any quick words on this one, Mike?
Well, like I said, I'm half sold through. I mean, at 1 a.m. Eastern time, we half sold through the entire quantity I loaded just for this show. Those will sell out during the day, is my anticipation of this. This is the same coin, but in mint state 70. Okay, $299. They're very, very difficult to get in mint state 70. And so, this is for the, kind of the discerning collector that wants that perfect American Silver Eagle from the Philadelphia Mint, the emergency release. Of course, it comes with the letter. All of our emergency release coins are going to come with a copy of that Treasury letter as well.
So join us if you'd like to order. Don't forget, we give you 90 days, and each and every one of you can certainly take advantage of what we call FlexPay, which simply allows you to be able to make your purchase, have the products shipped to you immediately. Okay, quick update for you. Now we only have 150 remaining. So, Mike, I think there's an excellent chance that that's going to sell out throughout the day. We will actually remind you of that before we end the show once again. Keep those phone calls coming. Let's talk about what we have before us, Mike.
Yeah, this is another thing from the United States government. I mean, that created, well, and obviously it's like, okay, yeah, it's a 1921 Morgan Silver Dollar. We've seen those before. Well, you have. They're basically 100 years old now. Next year is the 100th anniversary of the end of the Morgan Silver Dollar. This is the last year of production of the Morgan Silver Dollar. The United States Mint has announced that they're doing some crazy, crazy cool stuff to recreate the American Silver Eagle or the American Morgan Silver Dollar in 2021. So not only are they changing the design of the American Silver Eagle, they're going to basically do a 2021 Morgan Silver Dollar. We've heard with privy marks, with they're going to be all this, but this is the last year of issue. And they made it at 3 mints, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. And as a matter of fact, they made the Morgan Silver Dollar from 1878 to 1921. 1 year, and 1 year only, they made it at the Denver Mint, and it's this year right here, 1921. So it's the only way you can get a Denver Minted coin. So here's what it comes down to. I give you all 3 1921 Morgan Silver Dollars, all 3 1921 Morgan Silver Dollars, all the years, or all the mint marks, for $199. Now, here's the problem. I mentioned the centennial Morgan Silver Dollar that the United States Mint is going to be making next year. Already, the 1921 Morgan Silver Dollars that you see this coin right here have disappeared from the marketplace. They have just functionally disappeared from the market. That's why this is a customer pick. You just can't find them. I mean, I used to be able to find 100, 200, 500 coins, no problem. I'm literally buying these coins 5 and 10 at a time, particularly the Denver minted coin, because it's the only year that they made the Morgan Silver Dollar at Denver. If you look at the nationally advertised catalog, you're looking at well over $100 a piece. I think it's 103 for the Philadelphia Mint, 108 for the Denver Mint, and 112 for the San Francisco Mint, although I think the Denver Mint is a much more difficult coin to get. I don't think there's any doubt about that. And so what's happened is dealers are already starting to hoard these. Now, remember, the coins that we have here are original, brilliant, uncirculated coins. These are original, brilliant, uncirculated coins, just as they came from the mint now 100 years ago. I cannot impress upon you enough just what a big deal it is going to be when the United States government makes the Centennial Morgan silver dollar. And you are getting the original coins right here. These are not reprinted or restruck or redone in any way, shape, or form. These are 100% original, uncirculated, last year of issue Morgan silver dollars from the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint. You get all three coins. It's basically $67 a coin. 30, 40% off on an individual basis what you can find if they're available in the marketplace. I've called people that I've bought coins from for years and years and years. 1921 Morgans, I need a half a bag. That's 500 coins. They said, we have none. I go, what do you mean you have none? How can you have none? They go, well, everybody's buying these, putting these away because next year it's going to be crazy. And, of course, these coins were made 100 years ago. Most of them were circulated. So uncirculated 1921 Morgan silver dollars, which used to be what we call an easy coin, are just not easy anymore. As a matter of fact, because of the price of silver, when it went crazy, they melt 1921 Morgan silver dollars. I would estimate that the vast majority of all 1921 Morgan silver dollars originally made by the government in any condition have been melted down, let alone your opportunity to get these in original, brilliant, uncirculated condition. They are silver, 900 fine silver, so you've got almost 3 ounces of silver here. You've watched silver in the last month go up, what, 20, 25%? And so you've got a significant silver value in this. If it goes back up to $50 an ounce, this is a $399 set at best, if I can find them. So you can see the quantity that I have left. This is all that I have available at this point. Anytime I bring these out, if I put these in prime time, I just sell them out in 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, because they're simply not available. Go out there and try to find 1921 Morgan silver dollars. That's why in the nationally advertised catalog, well over $100 a coin, and we are $67 a coin. Plus, we're going to give them to you in the airtight holders. We're going to give them to you in that special box that you see right there. So you have the display box, you've got the airtight holders, and remember, it is a complete set insofar as they only made the 1921 Morgan at 3 mints: Philadelphia, San Francisco, and Denver, and the Denver minted coin. It's the only year they made the Morgan silver dollar was at the Denver Mint, was in 1921.
Wow. Okay. So here's what we're doing. I want to show what remains. If we can, really quickly, can we flash that for everybody? There are 223 of these remaining. If you'd like in, easy to place an order with us. Don't forget that you can shop with us online at our website, hsn.com. That's probably the favorite place to shop. If you'd prefer to call, you are more than welcome to call the toll-free 800 number that you're seeing on your television screen. Some of you actually live in areas where you can shop by remote. That's also another option. And we also have a free app that you can download to any of your smart devices. So choose the platform that you'd like to shop, but if you'd like to have this one just with a little over 200 remaining, just reference item number 387165. That's a good looking coin to be over 100 years old, I must say so myself.
Yeah. I'm about halfway to 100, and I wish I looked that good.
Me too. I'm right there with you.
Right? I mean, it's great. And here's the thing. And so what I'm giving you is kind of inside coin information. Not everybody realizes, I mean, real hardcore collectors understand that next year's the centennial of Morgan silver dollar. not everybody knows what they're going to do. I mean, obviously, we've had some conversations with the Mint. Nothing's firm. I mean, we don't necessarily have significant inside information. But we were given a little preview from some of the Mint folk that they're anticipating a pretty intensive program for the 1921 Morgan silver dollar. They're anticipating doing it in a lot of different ways, the centennial of the Morgan. So as that happens next year, there will be a frenzy for the original coin. That's what we're giving you the opportunity to own right now, is the original coin. These are the 1921s. Understand, they're going to make 2021s, and here's the amazing part. So I'm selling you the originals for $67. I can tell you right now, when the United States Mint makes the Morgan silver dollar, the 2021, the ones that they're just making, they will be more than $67.
I bet.
Okay? So you can get the 100-year-old version. You can get the 100-year-old version for less that they're going to sell you the stuff that they're just making right now, which legitimately is going to be a fantastic price. That's legitimately a fantastic and amazing price when they redo a centennial coin. If you go back and remember, in 2016, when they did the silver or the gold Walking Liberty half dollar and the gold Mercury dime and the gold Standing Liberty quarter, those were insane. Imagine if they had done those in silver. They did them only in gold. If they would have done them in silver, it would have been insane, and that's what they're going to do with the Morgan. And I'm giving you the opportunity, in essence, to own these coins, the original 100-year-old coins, for what I believe is going to be less money than what the Mint is going to charge for the coins next year in 2021. While my supplies last, you see, I started with 250 or 275, something like that, of these, and we're already down to like 190, 180.
And that counter is actually behind.
Oh, really? Yeah, pretty significant. Oh, my goodness. And that doesn't count all of the people that are on the phone. That doesn't count any of those issues that you have right there. And remember, the only year they made the coin at the Denver Mint was 1921.
So
that's a significant collectible part of this, and you get all three for $199.
If we count everybody that's calling in, we're going to have about 100 of these or fewer than 100 of these available.
Look, if I would have had 1,000, we would have done them in prime time because I could sell 1,000 in prime time. But we don't. This is my only airing of the day on these again as well. Wait till everybody that tapes the show. We have lots of people that do that, right? That tape the show and wait till they get up in the morning and play this.
Well,
and all of a sudden try to get in this, because this is the first time we've restocked this in almost 30 days now.
Oh, wow. Okay. If you'd like to order with just seconds remaining on the clock, 387-165, I promise to keep you posted, all right, on that one. But definitely you don't want to wait on that one. We've got more to come. Ooh. Let's remind you of the most popular coin. Now at about 150 remaining, quantity before that is all sold out. And it's going to be that 2020 Mint State 70 Emergency Silver Eagle Dollar coin. Hands down, it's the one to own in tonight's show if you can.
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt about it. And it's in Perfect 70 in the exclusive label to me. Like I said, my company has the exclusive label to this that you're going to see right there with the silver, NGC silver, where it says silver with the picture of the American Silver Eagle. This is the special emergency production, only 240,000 coins made at the Philadelphia Mint instead of the West Point Mint. The Mint State 70, my only airing of the day. We're already well over half sold through the entire quantity. Last time I brought in, these are my final quantities at $2.99. They are already just absolutely disappearing in the marketplace at an incredible, incredible rate. And I've got a very few of them because they were individually hand-packed, only 240,000 coins, Mint State 70, very difficult to get. And I think we probably still have some more of the Mint State 69s in the flag core as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So please ask about that. Hey, don't forget that you can always see our expanded assortment on hsn.com. But we wanted to be sure that we reserved enough time to talk about what you see before you. And let's go through this because this is our National Park and Innovation coin set, which is offered on auto ship. And this is a very special opportunity. Would you walk us through it?
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting thing. I mean, when I'm putting together something that nobody else has put together or has been able to put together or put the work into putting it together. In 1999, the United States Mint, the United States government, changed the face of coin collecting when they introduced the American state quarters. You know, honoring every single state in the Union on the back of the venerable Washington quarter, all 50 states and all 6 territories in the order of statehood, Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, Connecticut, and so on, all the way through until it was completed in 2010. They then continued that on with the National Park Series, also 1 per state and territory, national parks and national historic areas. They then, starting last year, actually in 2018, they started what was called the American Innovation Dollar Set, where they were doing a golden dollar that represents American innovation, once again in the order of statehood, Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, and Connecticut. And so what we did is something nobody else has done. We're doing it by state in the order of statehood. So in other words, the first 5 states of the Union, actually first 4 states in the Union, because the innovation dollars are first 4 per year, you're going to get, as you can see right there, you're going to get the American Innovation Dollar, you get the state quarter, you get the territory, or you get the National Parks quarter for all of the first 4 states. So Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Connecticut are all going to, Delaware, Georgia, and Connecticut, and New Jersey are all going to be in there, and you get the state quarter from 1999, the National Parks quarter from 2010, from 2010, then you're going to, or 2011, sorry, and then you're going to get the Innovation Dollar, which started in 2019. So you get the uncirculated version of the state quarters, you get the proof version of the Innovation Golden Dollar. Now the interesting part is the Golden Dollar, none of those were released into circulation. So those only came in special sets from the United States government. So none of those coins were available. So you get the first 4 years, or the first year, the first 4 coins. So basically the 1999, the 2011, and the 2019 for the Innovation Dollar. We're doing it by state. Nobody else has done that.
I like
now,
the card. I was going to say, I like that the cards are attached, so it gives you, you know, some historical information about each state, which is very cool. Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be, and it's done in the order of statehood, so that's Georgia that you see right there. So the first 4 states in the Union were Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Georgia. Those are the first 4 states that ratified the Constitution. So those are the states that you're going to get for $89.95. Now, one additional kind of bonus coin. See the lens that you have that has the single coin?
Yes, down here.
Because we want to give you the complete collection. The United States Mint for the Innovation Dollar Series did something fascinating. What they did was they produced an inaugural coin before they started the series, this special coin that kind of starts the set. And so they created this coin, and it was not included, and they released this coin in 2018. And if you can flip that over, you can see the other side of that. That's the reverse of all the innovation dollars. They released this in 2018 to launch the series, if you will. So it would be incomplete if you didn't have this, since we're giving you the proof innovation dollars. And so that's what we have, and they produced that. It wasn't in the proof set. The only way to get it is in this lens, as you can see, and it is 100% the original government packaging from the United States Treasury. That's a coin that I think is worth $12 or $13 by itself with shipping and handling with that. And then the other coins, you get the other 4 proof innovation dollars, you get the uncirculated state quarters, you get the uncirculated national parks quarters, and you put all of that together, and you get all of that for only $89.95. But then that goes forward in an auto ship, and you're going to get 4 of those shipments per year going forward as they're released, particularly innovation dollars are released from the United States Mint.
So I do want to let everyone know, because auto ship may be new to you. Auto ship allows you to continue to get the complete set, which is what you want as a collector. But if you should ever want to cancel or customize it, you have the freedom to do so. The opportunity lies in that it allows you to be able to get all of the complete and total set. And so auto ship programs in coins especially have been really, really successful. Some people have been on auto ship programs here at HSN, I know, for more than 2 decades. Am I correct about that?
We have people that have been in our auto ship programs, particularly with the state quarters. They did the state quarters, the national parks quarters, and they're just moving on. We've had people in auto ship, in coin auto ship since 1999.
My goodness.
Yeah,
that's incredible.
1999,
yeah.
They're still finishing off their collections, 5 sets per year, all the way through, and we're just so proud of being able to do that for everybody, so we can guarantee the price.
For the sake of time, because there are only a few seconds remaining, what time are you back later on today?
9 p.m. 9 p.m.
Okay.
And 10 p.m. I'm on both hours, and we have some more of the special emergency production and some other great coins.
Okay, so big 2-hour show coming up later on tonight, and that's going to be East Coast time. Mike, I want to thank you so much for being here.
Pleasure, as always. Thanks, Marlo.
Thank you. Stay safe, everyone. If you'd like to have any of the coins that we presented in this show, don't forget that you're more than welcome to always shop with us on hsn.com. Right now, though, we'd like to give you an encore presentation of our best